Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Athletic Definition. Uh, Mary, I'm so used to doing the Mary Fitness episodes. I hope you enjoyed that. But Happy New Year to everybody. We're how many days into the new year? I already lost track. Day 7. Hopefully, it's going good for you. Hopefully, you haven't given up on your New Year's resolutions already. And Yeah, once again, Happy New Year to everybody listening on the simulcast, in the broadcast, and everyone joining in the audience. I appreciate it. Today, I want to talk about fitness trends and what's kind of started catching and started started actually catching kind of trendy and also what cooled down at the end of the year and what it looks like is going to be the fitness trends for 2022. So, my name is Coach Ray Z, and I wanted to kind of start off with the more normal ones, and then I'll get into more of the crazy ones. But I was reading. I went and I did a little research for my shows, and uh, basically, at the beginning of 2021, home gym equipment was really hot, and I think it pretty much started in 2020. And then towards the end of the year, as things and vaccinations and people started being able to go out more, uh, the 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 number of workout equipment at home dropped. It dropped to like by 45%. So obviously, more people prefer to and go to gyms and work out. Uh, as I was looking into it, they seem to have just changed the term from group fitness or group classes to social workouts. That's what uh, that's what that's what one of the trends that I read. It was saying it's going to be the new thing, social workouts, which to me it's just the new way of describing it. Um, and the other one I kind of mentioned a little bit, but in my previous episode, the mirror ranges from $1,000 to $2,000, and you can get customized personal training on it. It's kind of like a hologram of a virtual person, or you can do like pre-recorded, and they have a lot of different. According to them, I think it was like 40 different styles of workouts you could do. Besides paying the money for the mirror, then I believe it's about $40 per month for the subscription. And the other thing that really caught on as well, they had a story on it on MSNBC, and then after the pandemic, now it's not selling as good, but is the Peloton. The Peloton, I believe, is about 1,500, and that one, the subscription a month is $29, roughly about $30 a month. So besides the investment of the 1,500, you're looking at another $30 if you want to have a Peloton as well. And then I don't know if they've made changes to it or not, but I've heard that when it first started, they were kind of limited to the type of representation that they had on the videos and the groups. But now that has expanded, so that one's a one that I have not personally tried. The other one, I was looking into it, and it's a hydrate spark. I think that's how it's called. But basically, it's a water bottle, and the water bottle comes with an app, and the app constantly keeps telling you, "Hey, you've only drank this much," or "It's time to drink." A lot of people always struggle with how much water did I drink? Did I drink enough water? So now with technology, they came out with an app that does that. I have not tried it. A lot of these things, I want to reach out to the companies and see if they want to send me a test sample so I can describe it and let you guys know what I think more about it. Um, the other one, besides, I see the workout systems are probably around the same price range, and I didn't have time to look into this one more, but it's called the Thera Body Recovery Air System, and it seems to be kind of like a variation of different exercises you can do on it. And that I also don't know if there's a subscription, but I'm assuming there is. That's the way the companies now make more money. The other thing that is uh, more popular now, and it's going to keep trending, is very data driven, customized workouts with all the technology now. Your watches can tell you your heart rate, they can tell you how many steps you took. And for some people, they really enjoy that. They really like to know. Uh, exactly how much they consumed in calories and their macros and their micros and all that stuff. To me, that's probably not. I do like really the data when I'm running, my pace, things like that. Me, I would like them to come out with something that's more wearable for like jujitsu or basketball because it's more of a contact sport, especially jujitsu. I would like to know like how much I'm actually moving, but as soon as someone grabs your wrist or this, they're gonna yank it and rip it off. So if someone could come up with that, that would be a nice moneymaker. I know the jujitsu community would definitely be into that. So according to, let's see, if I didn't get the website, but according to the list, this is the top 10 most popular uh, trends in 2021 that ended. So the number one was boxing. And I could see why you could shadow box at home if you have a speed bag or a heavy bag, that's good. And also a bunch of the online classes, online training. Number two was mixed martial arts. I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts. Any sort of martial arts, I believe there's over 200 to choose from. So anything that helps you with your self confidence, uh, become a better person, I'm all for. Number three, to me, surprising. I live in Southern California, and in my life, I've only seen two of these parks, but they're ultimate frisbee. And oh, actually, no, that's different from frisbee golf. Frisbee golf is something that I've seen here and there, but ultimate frisbee, I'm not actually sure what that is. I'll have to look into that further. The other thing that became popular, number four, is hula hooping. And as I was looking into it, that had a lot to do with fitness trends on TikTok. TikTok, is a huge algorithm right now. So anything that catches on there is definitely going to help trend hula hooping. And then I can't remember what company they came out with a weighted hula hoop. I believe my sister got one. They weigh, I think, up to 20 pounds. I didn't actually try it, but I've actually seen one of those. So, and I have to ask my sister if she's actually doing workouts with it or did it not work out like she thought. Number five, it says badminton. Uh, and I guess I could see that being outdoors. You could play that indoors or outdoors. Cross training was number six. And I'm not sure their definition of cross training, but I'm assuming it has a lot to do with kind of like a CrossFit. Number seven is bear, which I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into that. Kickboxing, which I guess they consider separate than martial arts, it was number eight. Uh, Athletics, number nine, and number 10 is parkour, which is freestyle running, which is we just kind of run everywhere. You could use the buildings, trees, benches, anything's your playground. And they kind of credit that to, well, Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan credits Bruce Lee. They're kind of like the inventors of it, from my understanding. And then these were the least popular ones by the end of the year. That in the beginning it could have been different, but spinning. I guess people got tired of spinning. That was the number one. Then kettlebells. I think kettlebells are misunderstood. I'm certified in kettlebells. Kettlebells are great. I love them. They so much variety. I've done a couple shows on those, so I'm against that one. Home workouts. I could see that people just being tired of being cooped up and wanting to go out. Planking. Planking, if you're doing it correctly, I don't know if you can really ever enjoy that. Uh, I always mispronounce this one. Tibetan. That one's tough. That and you can kind of mix that up with different styles of workouts. Then number six is burpees, which there's different variations, but burpees, they're 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 a great full body workout. If you don't really have a lot of time, do like 10, 15 of those, and your heart rate will start going. You kind of work a little bit of everything. After that is battle ropes. Battle ropes, I like them. I really enjoy them. You could really work out in different ways. You can work out like where it's really heavy load, uh, even though you're not actually using weights, or you could just get a cardio or even like a aerobic workout, just depending on how you use the battle ropes. Most people that I've seen have not don't they just do one thing on it and that's it. But there's different patterns you can do. I don't have a certification on it, but I did take like I forget what it is. It's like 8 hour course on it, so I do know a bunch of different type of workouts on there. So if the closer you step in with the battle rope, the more difficult. The further you go away, the less difficult. And just try doing different variations, eights, ups and downs, side to side. I just usually see people doing this one, and then that's pretty much it. But there's so many different ones. But it's also probably not the most convenient to have as far as just like at home. You probably have to do that more at the gym. Sit-ups, uh, which is fine. There's more effective ways of hitting your abs and sit-ups. Number 9 is push-ups, and then 10 is bungee workouts, which I wonder what they mean by that one. Um, so then the other ones that I thought were, I saw this and I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. Um, so the closest thing that I could find is in Thailand, there is a promotion called Fight Circus. And what they do is they're putting on circus like events. Um, and I'll give you an idea because I saw that there was people boxing. I saw this on Instagram. There was two people boxing in a phone booth, in a phone booth or telephone booth, same thing, but we don't have those. And it was bare knuckle fighting, and they were just beating each other up. And so I looked into it, and it turns out it was like their third promotion that they were having. Their first promotion, just to give you an idea of the type of matches they had a 2-on-1 handicap match, like MMA style. Um, oh, and they're called Fight Circus, and this is another thing I'm going to talk about. Fight Circus shows their pay-per-views on Cam Soda. Cam Soda, I would say, is like a kind of like a Pornhub, but not quite. So they had this match called the first of its kind. It was a butt plug tug of war. They also had they had a first. They also had girl on girl Indian leg wrestling championship match. They had people teams of two tied together fighting each other. They had a guy versus girl fighting each other, and that was just like the first one. So then they keep trying to make it more and more extreme, and that's where part 3 came out, where they were fighting in a phone booth. I've also seen like jujitsu fighting in a taxi, and over there in Europe, I've seen where they have like teams of 5 MMA. So it's 5 guys against 5 guys, and they just it's kind of like padding everywhere, and they could just fall off and keep fighting. That'd be kind of cool if it catches on over here. That kind of leads me to my next one, which is uh, also on another sort of adult website, which is OnlyFans. There's a jiu-jitsu guy named Craig Jones, and he was going to fight another female fighter. If you look her up, her name's Gabby Garcia, and they were doing pay-per-view on OnlyFans. And I think that that's a trend that's just going to keep happening as we see more and more um, YouTubers, rappers, D-list celebrities getting into the fighting promotion type of pay-per-views. And the more and more we see that, as it'll get tired, or companies like OnlyFans or Cam Soda or who knows who else. We have other ones that have sprouted up. I can't think of the one recently right now that's doing like the one with the Snoop Dogg, the one that put on the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones promotion. Can't remember their name, but we'll see. I think more of those as these type of fights go on. Maybe as the technique is less appreciated by the average person, and they just want to see more of the super fights. So that's something that's because if you look at it right now, they've been battling Dana White and Jake Paul, one of the Logan brothers. I think it's Jake Paul. They're going at it, and I'm not a fan of Jake Paul as a fighter, but I'm looking at what he's doing as a businessman, and as a businessman, and he's making it happen. Like, and even Dana White, he can't really seem to like verbally match him. And it's kind of funny that he's been accused of doing cocaine for all the times he made fun of Oscar de la Hoya doing cocaine, which Oscar has gone to rehab for. And if Dana White really is doing cocaine and he's busy making fun of other people, well, it's just strange turn of events and uh, something maybe Dana White would have to reflect on. The last one I wanted to touch on is this trend started according to what I read back in 2016, and this is goat yoga. And I started looking into it, and yoga, martial arts, they have a lot of relationships with animals, the history. And so, for example, in yoga, there's the cat pose, the downward dog, the cobra pose, the eagle pose, the camel pose, the crane pose, and same thing in martial arts. But in yoga, back in from what I'm from what I read in an Oregon farm in 2016, they started doing goat yoga, and because there's plenty of benefits, it's relaxing, and from what I read and the history of animals and yoga. So goat yoga has caught on, and like I said, I live in Los Angeles, so it might be different where you live. But I googled it, and all these goat yoga places popped up, like pretty nearby, where I could go and try it. So that's a trend to see if it still keeps going. I personally have not tried it. It looks like just like something that you do for fun, and I don't know, it just I don't know if I could get a real workout, especially if you see some of these pictures. There's literally goats on top of people. So I'm not sure about that, but I wouldn't mind trying it. I definitely wouldn't mind trying it. So I'm probably going to reach out to a couple of these studios that I've seen around here and see if I could go try a class, and maybe I'll work out something with Fireside so we could like broadcast some goat yoga. I don't know if it's been done before, but that'd be pretty cool. And so yeah, those are oh well. There's a couple more trends here. Two more that I have to mention is one is wearable technology. Wearable technology like smartwatches, the glasses. They're just gonna, especially like with with the way the future and technology is just coming so quickly and has been expedited because of the coronavirus. So things like VR glasses and AR will just get bigger and bigger. And there's already clothing. It's kind of expensive, but you can wear it and it'll keep you cool, or uh, it'll keep you cool or cold, just depending on the temperature. They're like skeleton suits. Um, and then of course the watches will get better and better. And so wearable technology, I see that just expanding more and more. I prefer put on glasses where you can kind of hear the music already here, and you don't actually have to have anything in your ears. Yeah, there's a lot of that, and I would say the last thing is, and if you join me at 6 p.m. later on, I will be having my second show today on Fireside, and I want to be talking about NFTs because that is a trend that right now we're starting to see pro athletes more and more. To, I guess depending on what it is. So I'm not going to get into technical NFTs. There's plenty of other places you can find that, but I'm going to talk about how much money certain athletes have made and what they're doing with them, and what the average athlete could do with it, and things of that nature. So that is a trend that's not going away. So please join me at 6 p.m. I'll be talking about NFTs for athletes, and I hope you enjoyed the kickoff show for Athletic Definition. I believe this is episode 72, and for the new year, I wanted to level up, and so I bought a mic and I bought one of those Rode mixer things. And then I figured out I need some cables, and they're on their way, and they were supposed to be here. And then shipping got delayed. And then I need something else. So I'm hoping that I will have all new quality sound by next week. And so that was one of my goals, to level up the show. And little by little, I'm learning. So I appreciate everyone's support. As you all know, I'm a coach, I'm an endurance athlete, and now I'm jumping into this whole podcast game. And I really appreciate your support. So I hope you enjoyed Fitness Trends. And I will be back at 6 p.m. today, Pacific time zone, and I will be talking about NFTs for athletes. So I hope you can join me then. Thank you, everybody.